What's going on, guys? My name is George. I own and operate 7 Leaves Lawncare. We are a lawn care and landscape management company based out of Klecknersville, Pennsylvania. We have been in business for roughly 4 years now. This will be my 4th year full-time. 5th year technically in business for myself. However, the first year was just, a couple lawns on the side before I really got the guts to jump off the ledge and go full-time for myself here. We just recently were awarded a ambassadorship program with Bad Boy Mowers. As you can see, I have one here in the background. We actually have another one right here. And then to my right here, we have our Skag walk behind. We'll actually be trading in our walk behind here. This guy right here. It's a 61-inch deck Kawasaki motor. If anybody's looking to buy a walk behind, give me a shout, 610-393-0569. I'll give you a good deal. But anyway, like I was saying, we pretty much service the Lehigh Valley and surrounding areas. Any type of maintenance that you could pretty much think of outside. Weeding beds, trimming hedges, replenishing a mulch, replenishing a stone, new edges, brick border edging, small scale retaining walls, small scale excavation, mowing grass, obviously, stuff like that. We don't do a lot of hardscape. Like I said, very, very simple type of retaining wall. Maybe 1 or 2 course would realistically be the only thing that we have done without contracting or subcontracting to another company to come in and assist us with that. Like I was saying, recently we were awarded the ambassadorship program with Bad Boy Mowers, and I don't know all of what it includes yet. We'll be getting more information on that shortly, but I know one thing is for sure, and social media and posting and stuff like that with their equipment is definitely going to be part of it. So me and my fiance, we sat down and talked after we got that email last Friday, and we were like, all right, we got to start putting you in front of the camera. And one of the reservations I had about doing this was like, you can portray something that you're not really, really easily online. It's really easy to fake it till you make it online. And I'm not a fan of that. And it's not realistically how I wanted to do this. So it was a big reservation for me taking videos of myself, talking about business and everything like that, because in reality, everything that I say on here is something that I've learned from a mentor or a friend or anybody that is willing to teach me anything in this industry. Like I said, we started 5 years ago. This will be my 4th year full-time. That first year, maybe 5-10 yards on the side. I had a full-time job. I graduated from East Stroudsburg University with a public health degree in 2019. Obviously, 2020 COVID hit. Some stuff got weird in my life and my career life, and, things kind of fell apart just to rebuild. And I ended up going back to work in the mental health field with my degree throughout, the 2020 and 2021 school year. And then August of 2021, I made the leap. I have had so much help. It's kind of crazy for me to stand here and say, like, it's all been me. It's definitely not all been me. My parents have invested in this left and right, not just, financially, but also blood, sweat, and tears right alongside me and my fiance, who's my business partner in this. We will introduce you guys to pretty much everybody throughout the next, few weeks here, especially as we start gearing up towards the season. This is realistically just going to be our introductory video to us, me, our brand, our company, and the type of services that we do. I'm also going to touch on our debt, our revenue of last year, our expected revenue from this year, what type of work we started with, how we kind of gotten our foot in the door, certain places, if you will. So I guess I'll pretty much just start off by saying, I have a ton of mentors. In videos after this, you will hear their names mentioned as soon as I have the approval from them. But I definitely think there's a lot of people in my life that have helped me get to where we are. Not besides just my parents, my aunt and uncles, my cousin and my little brother. They were technically my first 2 employees. They kind of just helped me out on the side and didn't get paid sometimes right there with me. But I just can't be more thankful to them for everything that they have done for me and continue to do for me. Not just, my parents and my aunts and uncles and family members and stuff like that, but specifically my little brother and my cousin. They deserve a shout out of their own for all the shit they've dealt with that I've dealt to them. So, like I said, we're just kind of getting started here. This will be the 4th year full-time, 5th year of the business, I guess you could say, although realistically 2021 was when we got our LLC. and, became Seven Leaves. Prior to that, I was kind of just a DBA, doing business as Seven Leaves Lawn Care. So, like I said, it's year 4 in my opinion. In reality, it probably is year 5, but the first year I kind of took as like, oh, I'm just doing this on the side. I have a full-time job. To be honest with you, I never really expected to quit my job this early. I had always had the 10-year plan of, I'm going to work until I'm 35 and then retire and go mow grass for myself. I was going to pay off all my debt, this, that, the third. Life took a different turn. I was given the opportunity to make the leap, and I was 23 when I quit my full-time job. And, I told my parents, hey, listen, like, if this doesn't work out, I'll go back to working for somebody else, back to my career field that I have a degree in when I'm 26. Luckily, I just turned 28 a couple weeks ago, almost a month now. Wow. Actually, a month to the day today, I turned 28, and I'm still working for myself, still chasing my dreams. So I'm super thankful. I'm super grateful for the opportunities that are presented to me. And yeah, that's pretty much all I could say for this one. Like I said, we do run bad boy mowers. Obviously, right now, we do have a Skag right next to me here that I'll show you guys real quick. We have a walk-behind 61-inch SZWT or something like that. I don't know. I bought it used. Actually, I got it on a trade-in when I traded my Tiger Cat 2. We were kind of just trying to get away from the Skag. It started sinking a lot. There was issues with it. We had to fix everything. Once everything was fixed and I felt fine to sell it, we got it the heck out of there. Luckily, we were able to trade for this. And, both people were happy in the trade. And now we'll be trading this in or selling it by next Friday. And, we'll see what happens there. But we'll be buying 2 more bad boy mowers. We'll be getting a Rebel X 72-inch and a Raider 48-inch walk-behind mower. It's going to help us a lot with some of the cemeteries. As of right now, we have 1 cemetery on our list. However, we have quotes out for multiple other cemeteries that will possibly be coming back to us. So we're not exactly sure on how it's going to go yet, but you can only hope for the best. This thing back here, this big blue round thing, a couple weeks ago, I saw on Facebook, some lady was selling a bounce house, a moon bounce, whatever you want to call it. It was very, very highly discounted. So I picked it up. We're going to give that a shot, renting it out this season. I'm really excited to see what mistakes we can make, what we can learn on that. One thing that I've learned being in business for myself for these, this short period of time, you learn more than you'll ever think that you will in your life. Especially for me, prior to running my own business, I kind of thought I knew it all. You go to college, you graduate, you kind of skim by. You kind of have this arrogance of like, oh, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to come into the workforce. It's going to be different. Life humbled me. It humbled me just like it humbles everybody else. And I kind of realized then that I wasn't as happy working in my field that I expected to be. I definitely wasn't as happy. I was severely depressed. It was a struggle to get out of bed some days, realistically. I gained a lot of weight. I had an eating problem, I guess you could say. Also, a couple other problems that I was dealing with, mental health issues and stuff like that. And hard work and realistically just believing in myself got me through everything, along with therapy. So, like I said, these are our mowers. We'll show you all of the equipment. We also have a tractor, like a front-end loader, tractor backhoe, whatever you want to call it. We do brush cutting, trenching, material moving, debris removal, cleanups, everything like that. That tractor comes in handy. That tractor is actually paid for by me and my father. We split the payment every month. And this mower that you're seeing back here, this is a Rebel 54-inch. This is actually my father's mower. He bought it years and years ago from Backwoods Outdoor Center. Shout out to Austin and Brianna up there, Rick and Kathy and Mike. They are absolutely fantastic. If you're in the Lehigh Valley, I highly suggest going there for your service. The customer service is great. The actual mechanical service is top notch. You're going to get a really quick turnaround on all your equipment. I highly recommend them. Tell them I sent you if you do end up going there. But like I was saying, this is my dad's mower here. I want to say there is 896 hours on this thing right now. My dad probably has 4 of those hours total over the last few years. He doesn't mow his own yard anymore. My little brother takes care of that, with this mower or one of ours that's at the house, whatever's available. My business is ran out of my parents' house, so their land is zoned for it. We put a parking pad in up there. We have all of our trucks, all of our trailers. The tractor stays up there and a bunch of our hand tools. This is my garage at my house here that I rent from my buddy's family. We have all of our weed whackers over here. You guys are actually leaned up against our chainsaw cases. We have our trimmers on the right-hand side of those, hand tools lining the wall, toolbox, mowers, and then some raised garden beds that we built last season for outside of our house. My fiance keeps a nice little garden here for us, fresh fruits and veggies, pretty much all summer. Some of it we're able to freeze and save throughout the winter. So yeah, that's pretty much, our equipment and stuff like that. As I talk about that, you're probably like, all right, this guy mentioned debt. How much you got? I'm flirting with $100K. I'm not going to lie to you. Last year's revenue, we touched on 200 and some grand, right around. I don't know the exact number. My fiance would. She runs the financial side of the business. I run the physical work side. We're a great team. We're learning a lot together. We have made so many mistakes in the last few years. Like, I can't even start to name any of them because there's just so many that come to mind. And number one thing that I made a mistake on was not realizing the debt. At one point, I was really, really scared of losing everything because the debt was just not exactly where it should have been. Also, I mentioned I went to college. I do have student debt. I believe in paying back my loans, so I have always been paying on those as soon as I graduated. But back to the business side, this is my dad's mower, so obviously we do not pay anything on this. We're responsible for the maintenance, repairs, and anything that goes wrong with it, it's our responsibility. Oil changes, air filter changes, fuel filter changes, the gas that goes in it. If a tire pops, it's our responsibility. Other than that, though, we don't really pay anything monthly. We don't have a monthly payment. It's not on our debt list or anything like that. So I'm just super grateful, and I want to make it clear, this is not all my doing. I'm not doing it by myself. I know a lot of people out there who They bust their ass to get to where I'm at. And don't get me wrong, I have worked. I have busted my ass. I have taken my lumps. I've had very high highs. I've had very low lows. But the reason I'm still able to do this is because I have a solid support system and some of the best mentors I think you could find in this industry. And I say industry as, a whole, entrepreneurship realistically. I have buddies, families who are very successful in their own business in a different field than mine. And they're so willing to help me, share their mistakes with me, help me rewrite contracts if the wording's wrong. I mean, I could go on and on about all the people that have helped me, but story for another time. So anyway, like I was saying, this mower and the tractor, this mower's my dad's, the tractor is me and my father's. However, when that tractor is paid off, my dad will keep it. It'll be like my thank you to him. It's the least I could do, in my opinion. I mentioned that my parents' land is our shop. They have a 2-car garage up there. They have, we installed a pretty large parking pad up there. We don't pay any rent to rent that place at all. We are responsible for snow, ice management, landscaping, the lawn care, everything like that. But as far as, a bill that every month, we don't have to pay one. So I just want to be upfront and honest. Like I said, one of my biggest fears was portraying something I'm not or leaving something out. And that's the last thing I want to do. So I'm just trying to be honest here. Obviously, I'm not the most comfortable in front of a camera. This was a really big fear of mine, to be quite honest with you. I was just like, no one wants to hear my shit. Like, no one wants to hear me talking all the time or whatever. And, my fiance was like, well, it doesn't matter. We got this ambassadorship program. You're going to have to review the bad boy stuff. You might as well start doing it. So we decided we're going to start a YouTube channel. We'll take you guys on our journey through entrepreneurship, owning a small business, and trying to make it a little bit bigger of a business. Our revenue last year was $200,000. It was not great. If I'm being totally honest with you, we fell about $110,000, $115,000 short of our goal. While there are many external factors that I could blame, none of them matter. The only blame that I can take is upon myself because my guys did everything they needed to do. I didn't do everything I needed to do. When a drought comes, I did not have the correct amount of landscape work for us to realistically make up the revenue that we were losing on the mowing side. We missed roughly 6 weeks of mowing last year here in Pennsylvania. So that was a huge damper for us, especially with a company that's right around 85% lawn maintenance. It definitely was a thorn in the side. I'll say it that way. But it is what it is. And realistically, there's so many things that I could have done to prevent that issue from happening. And I didn't see it that way at the time. And that's my fault. And I hindered our growth in that way. I'm all about responsibility taking. I'm all about, saying like, hey, I effed this up. I'm about to make it right. I'm a man of my word. This is how it's going to go, whatever. So like I said, I screwed up last year. It is what it is. It will not happen again. On that same note, this year's revenue, on paper, we're looking at being upwards of $400,000. I know some of you are out there like, 50%, dude. Come on. I'm going to give it everything I got. I really am. Like I said, last year we were supposed to end up right around 315. Obviously, when you miss 6 weeks of mowing, that's not going to happen unless you have the other work coming in to maintain that type of growth. And we did not, because I did not schedule it. I got so caught up in the mowing and micromanaging my guys and all this stuff that I didn't need to be doing, and I need to be focused on the business, and I wasn't. And that's my fault. No one else can take that blame besides me, and that's my blame to hold. It's no one else's, and I take it fully on my chest to the chin. That is 100% my fault. Luckily, I have a crew of my employees. We employ a few people here, and they are fantastic. We are so lucky to have them. I'm so lucky to have them as part of our team here. My guys know we are a team through and through. So, like, I'm never going to ask my guys to do something I won't, besides pick up a snake. They know I have a gigantic phobia of snakes, and that's never going to be something I'm willing to do, is pick up a snake. Luckily, we have a guy on the crew, Brant. Hi, Brant. If you're watching this, thank you for this. But Brant knows what I'm about to say. He's our snake guy. So if we have a snake pop up on the property, it's him. No matter what property we're on, I don't care if he's on the other side. I'm not touching the thing. And I used to just take a weed whacker to him, if I'm being honest with you. And I know that's wrong, but I just, when you're weed whacking, you see a snake, it was my immediate reaction because I was that terrified. So we haven't killed a snake in about 2.5 years now since Brant's been with us. He takes care of it all, and we are super thankful for it. I just walk the other way, and he takes care of it. So, like I said, we're just in the middle of growing here. We're just trying to introduce everybody to our company, to our brand, to me. If anybody has any questions or, comments or any advice or anything, I'm open. I'm willing. I'm looking to be a sponge of knowledge, soak everything up that I can. If you're in the Lehigh Valley area and you're a hardscaper and you're looking for labor, let me know. I'm willing to come work for you for free for a few days to learn. My guys can run the mowing. Like I said, I have some of the best people on my team. I'm surrounded by winners. I'm surrounded by people who want to just work their ass off and make a better life, get to where they want to be by working for it. They don't want to hand out, and our mindset is very, very similar in all of that. So, like I said, if you're in Lehigh Valley and you're a hardscaper and you're like, hey, I'll teach you how, come work for me for a week, give me a shout. I don't know that I'll be able to swing 5 days, but 2 days of 16 hours a day labor, I could definitely do that for you. So I'm going to climb up here and shut this off for now. But like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. Any advice, any comments, anything like that, please feel free to hit me back in the comments. We'll be posting this on YouTube and, little clips of it on TikTok. If you're in the Lehigh Valley and you're having a graduation party this year and you're looking to rent a moon bounce, give me a shout, 610-393-0569. We're running deals on this thing because I have no idea even how to set it up yet. So look forward to the next time, guys. Thanks for watching.